Howdy.
Yo.
Howdy ho, howdy ho. We are here. We have no script and we have no topics, but we do know how to talk about sports. Sweet Ballin Radio. It's Johnny here with your boy PJ. What's going on, PJ?
What's up, man? Hey, I'm just looking at the box score here. This Minnesota Timberwolves Cleveland Cavaliers game.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me. I have a big sneeze coming up.
Yeah, big sneeze coming up. So you said Darius Garland already got 51 points?
Yeah, they were down by 20 in the fourth quarter at Cleveland. Yeah, Garland has 51 points. He's the first player, I think, this NBA season to score over 50, right?
I think he might. Wow, it's crazy. It's a close game. 126-124.
Yeah.
A few seconds left.
Oh, he missed the free throw too. I'm watching it here. So Russell missed the free throw. All right, give me a second. Let me blow my nose.
All right. Yeah. Well, guys, we live stream. Try to do it every week, and pretty much what we do is just talk about the latest and NBA news, basketball news, and talk about the rookie ladder, who's really surprising us and who's really keeping us engaged in this NBA season. It's such a it's such a good season finally that a lot of people, so many people have come off of injuries that it's still early. I feel like the NBA doesn't really kick into a gear until like Christmas, and after that it really starts to ramp up. But Lakers still terrible.
Yeah, they're done. Season's over. It's tough. 2-10.
I mean, do you believe me now?
Yeah, it's because LeBron's injured. He's not looking the same. This might be LeBron's. This is so far his worst season, I think, in the NBA, judging by the first month of the season, right? I don't know I can't remember what other month I would say, he's had a horrible season. So, but statistically, team-wise, injury-wise,
I would also say,
piling on.
I'd assume Vince Carter's last year in the NBA was his worst year in the NBA. I'm just saying, it just seems to be a trend that, when you're at the end of your career, I mean, you're going to start. He's still putting up monster numbers, but he obviously isn't in the position where, like, his team has to be better than even, it was back when he was on the Cavaliers, for him to really try to compete. So, yeah, I don't think it's sad to see. I think he's accomplished a whole lot. He's accomplished more than I thought he would. As an NBA player, like the first 8 years of his career, he couldn't win a championship, and when they lost to your Dallas Mavericks, my favorite NBA championship of all time, when they lost there, I was like, LeBron's never winning. He ain't gonna win one ever.
Yeah, I think LeBron's been to the last. Let's count. The last 10 out of the last 14 NBA season finals, right? 13.
Hey, he's missed the last 3 though. I think 2.
He's missed 3 out of the last 4. So he's won. Yeah, it's like 9 out of 12.
At one point, he won 10 in a row. At one point, he went to 10 finals in a row.
That I don't know if that's gonna ever be. That's a crazy stat. It's like,
oh no, yeah, I don't think anybody will catch that again.
Yeah, because you probably gotta do it. You probably gotta do it on 2-3 different teams, right? I don't think no one team is gonna get to the NBA Finals 10 times in a row.
No, but that's also what he did, though. He left.
Yes, I'm saying it's doable maybe if you go to 2-3 different teams, but yeah, that's crazy. Well, yeah, Lakers are done in LA. That's all they talk about.
So let's look at the other side of that spectrum.
Other side of the spectrum. I was just looking at this. Your boy, the Wizards. Wizards are playing well.
Playing all right.
They're winning. they're winning. They're winning games without Beal,
Actually,
without their best player.
Once again, I just feel like let's do that for the Lakers. You know what? I'm thinking maybe that's what we need to do for LeBron James. We just need to trade Bradley Beal, and I don't know who would get, or if they have draft picks. I mean, now we want Russell Westbrook back. No, Russell Westbrook did work better for us than fucking Bradley Beal. I just would never. I think his career is over too. They put too many.
Y'all just signed him. So, yeah, he's there for 4 more seasons. He's gonna make $500 million almost.
You think because all right. Well, I said we should trade him and not sign him. Now it's changed because what we did sign him, and I still doesn't mean he can't be traded.
Y'all owe that. Y'all owe that
people
man,
like Paul George or
y'all owe that man $250 million. That's what the Wizards do. Pay him. Not even a top 20 player.
No, we never finished paying him. We did it for Gilbert Arenas. We did it for John Wall. We didn't finish paying those motherfuckers.
That is the way guards go. That's the place. The Wizards are where the guards go to get paid. Paid like fucking the league has never seen before.
Yes,
and never
to get overpaid.
Get overpaid. Yep.
Yes.
Yes, great. Y'all have a history. Let's go back before that. Mitch Richmond.
Yeah.
Who was before that?
Rod Strickland.
Rod Strickland. Mike Pierce. Did I make it?
And then we have Brent Price or something.
Brent Price, I think that's
Mark Price. Mark Price.
Excuse me, that's right, man. I said Mike Pierce. Mark Price.
But yeah, man. Getting off a little tangent. I mean, look,
but the Wizards are well.
They're right, but it's
Danny Evans had his best game of the season today, I think.
I did not see that. I didn't check that out.
Okay, you said he's a bum, right? Correct? Your quote?
No, I was the one who was on his side. I said I like Diddy Avia. I went overboard. I said Diddy Avia is like poor Luca. Nowhere near that.
Okay. Danny Avia went. Danny, your boy Danny. I'm looking at the
Avia. I know how to spell. I can spell his name. That's how much I like him.
Avia. He went 8 for 16, 4 for 7 from 3, 21 points, 5 assists.
That's not bad. 21 points, 5 assists.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they should let him be like they should let him have a lot more freedom on the like on the offensive side, like on the second unit. Like I think they should let him like be a ball handler. And they never really do. I think he's really good at bringing the ball up in tempo.
Okay, here we go.
Other things like that. So
I'm about to do it right now. This is the NBA podcast. The Wizards have won 4 games in a row. Yeah, 8-6. When does Bradley Beal come back?
I mean, based off of this, hopefully never.
Okay. Y'all on a home game. Oh shit. Y'all on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-day homestand. So this is where you can start the season off right. Y'all got next the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are a good team, but y'all can win that game. Miami, y'all can win that game. Charlotte, y'all can win that game. The Wizards could be 11-6.
I mean,
after 17 games.
Beating the Grizzlies is a good win. You know,
it is. I mean, even without Ja, that's a good win.
Yeah, I mean, because I saw what the Grizzlies did without Ja last year or in the playoffs and other stuff. I'll go to my other favorite team.
Ooh, it's without Ja and without Bane. Yeah, they got nobody on that team.
Oh, okay. All right. It's still we didn't have Beal, so maybe that.
There you go. Yeah.
Is a little helpful, right? But the Pels, I'm happy to see that Zion still played and not injured yet. But the Pelicans,
solid.
I like them, man. I like the coach, huh?
McCollum has been playing like garbage, but yeah, they've been playing well.
I think they're trying to. He's still trying to figure out how to get around like Zion thing because, like when Zion's in the game, they got to run action for him. They give him the ball at the top of the key and let him do stuff. And I know like when McCullough came in at the end of the year when they made it to the playoffs. Like he pretty much just played point guard. So like he's trying to figure it out. But he should just start looking at. You can't look at Zion like Dame, like just figure out your points when you get them. But they have enough people around them that they have a deep bench, all that good shit. Fucking Larry Nance Jr., who's been in the dunk contest, can hit threes now.
Yeah,
I like that. I really like that dude. The little Hispanic man,
Speedy Gonzalez.
Jose Alvarado.
Oh, no mind. Don't call him Speedy Gonzalez.
That's very racist, but
that's very racist now. They call him. Oh, even a better name. That's even a worse name.
What do they call
Grand Theft Alvarado. what's the more politically correct name?
Oh shit.
That's one of the greatest names ever, but Grand Theft Alvarado.
Oh, Dad, they're gonna call him Jose Wetback Alvarado. Like
that's the third incarnation.
It's like the wet
Jay. That's a wet backstep. What would you say? Wet back? What?
He has that wetback J's, Steve.
that wicked wetback game. What does that mean, Tim?
He's so slippery when he goes through the lane with that wetback of his.
Yo, my man can take one dribble from half court.
One dribble from half court. It was like, he just slides that wetback. Anyway, it's too many. It's too.
That's the most slippery game I've ever seen in my life.
Goodness gracious. Jose Alvarado. Jesus, it's fucked up.
He moves like he's in water.
Oh, Jesus Christ, bro.
Think of these Latter-day Saints here. All right, so we got.
Oh, yeah, they just won. I was gonna ask you about your boys. They just beat the hapless Trailblazers.
Helpless?
I mean, I said hapless, but not.
Come
helpless.
on, dog. Trailblazers are good. You're right. I'm not gonna front. I can't believe Jeremy Grant is a really good player.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly if Jeremy Grant was on the Trailblazers like 4 or 5 years ago, they might have got to the NBA. They might have advanced further. He's a good player. He's a really good wing player. They have a good team, man. They got him, Anthony Simmons, and of course, you're right. A couple of guys didn't play. They have a good, solid team. But I think Dallas is going to go on a run. I finally feel like, they'll figure out some shit. I feel like Dallas is going to go on a run.
Well, I mean, they won this game.
Luka bounced back.
Doncic had a triple double, 42 points. I mean, that's good. Yeah, let's call that a bounce back.
He still can't shoot. This is his worst shooting run probably. Since his rookie season, I would say. So
he needs to look. He's down there.
They can't shoot. Certain players.
I don't know. I mean, I'd assume it's whatever he's eating. Maybe he's eating too many like Lay's chips or something. Maybe his fingers are greasy. I don't know. He seemed to be playing himself back into shape, I guess. But he always comes in pudgy.
But he looks like he's in good shape now. I'm gonna say he's in good shape.
And I would say that has something to do with it. That has a lot to do with it to me. Like the fact that he has to work himself in the shape. His jump shot will get back. But while you're getting into shape, you're constantly lifting, not so much to maintain, but to get to where you're trying to get to. Like it'll take off of your shot. Like it's tough to be lifting weights and working out extra hard, and then you have the same type of stroke in your games. I don't know. Maybe I could have talking about fucking golf or something. Why? Or maybe I could be talking about an old person having a stroke. Why do you always think about? Never mind. Continue. Just keep talking about how your team handles balls.
What are you gonna say? Why do we always think about porn? Or men?
Yeah. I mean, why is your brain so smut filled? What's up with all the smut?
Yeah, it's too much smut. I agree.
I think there's too much smut in your day to day. I don't know. I'm not sure what you're doing at work, but it sounds like you work for a smut factory.
I wouldn't mind being a product manager for a smut factory. I'm in the IT department, dog.
I feel like I want to name the podcast like Smut Factory, Smut Gang, or something. I feel like
I like that. I like that one. We'll reclaim the word smut.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't heard people use that word like forever, dog. What happened to smut?
What is a smut actually? A smut is.
Go look it up. You want an actual definition?
Yeah, you're right.
It's like scum, but like nobody uses smut anymore.
Smut slang, right? Disapproving magazine, books, pictures, movies. But jokes that offend some people because they relate to sex.
Yes, I know it's sexually related. So,
smut. Oh, Urban Dictionary, the term of endearment at a crazy university in New Jersey.
All right,
there you go. You got it somewhere, dog.
That is so weird. Well. I don't know. I like it. I mean, there's a ton of sexual innuendos.
It's also a female that is far too slutty to be called a slut. God damn. Ultimate slut. Ultimate slut is a smut.
A mega slut.
The mega slut.
Smut.
Oh God.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like when I hear those things, and it sounds so catchy to me. Like, I guarantee after this, we'll find out that there's something called Smutcast, and it's about like Adam 22.
Yes. Okay, but back to the basketball. I mean, the Mavericks. I think they'll I feel like they'll come on. They'll go on a run here. I got to see their schedule, but they needed that win. I was a little worried that they weren't going to get that win. Reggie Bullock can't play. Hopefully, they'll bench him. We'll go from there.
So right now, yeah, I guess the definite shocker so far of the year is right now Wizards are 5th in the East, 7-6. Number 1 record right now in the East is the Bucks and the Celtics. Celtics being 10-3, they're playing like they don't. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, they're playing like they didn't need a coach. Like maybe the coach was
I'll give it to
coach was too busy fucking all the assistants to.
Well, Jason Tatum, bro, is no joke. He's taken a level up this year. You can see he's gotten better. Decision making, everything all around, he's gotten better.
It's all of those things you've been seeing since his rookie year, like finally clicking. Yeah. You're like, oh, you can see he's gonna be good. Like he seems so robotic in his motions.
He's more fluid now, right?
Yeah. Like he's fluid. Like he's catching people with it. And because you're fluid, you're catching people more with your step backs and your crossovers and things like that. Like being so rigid.
Is his game wet? Does he have a wet back game?
I mean, no. I have to ask an actual Mexican. I mean, I don't think we can.
You're right. We're gonna have to be. I'm not sure if his game is wet like that. You're right.
Hey, if there are any Mexicans that listen to this podcast or might view this, I would like you to let us know if Jason Tatum has that true wetback game.
We're on YouTube here, yeah. Not even on YouTube live.
This is live, bro. Yeah. Sorry. They can't stop it right now. They can sanction us later for saying the word wetback. It's like your podcast said the word wetback 20 more times than any other.
The Knicks, I'm looking at the Knicks have been, a little sus. I thought they were going to be a little bit better than this. They're 6-7. I didn't think the Wizards were going to be better than them. Yeah, I mean,
it's still
Miami has
early,
been a little
but the biggest thing, we didn't talk
bad.
about it. We didn't talk about it. I tried to transition into it earlier. We didn't talk about this all last week. I mean, on the other side of the spectrum, too, the Lakers being bad is the same thing kind of going
Utah.
on. No, geez, yeah, Brooklyn Nets.
Oh, Brooklyn! They won 2 games in a row, man. I watched them play against Dallas. Like, I'm glad they didn't just fold. And it looks like Kyrie's going to be back. So.
And what did I tell you? I didn't think they had the balls to do it, and they should have done it at the end of the season or in the off season. Like, Steve Nash is not a fucking head coach, man. Maybe he needed to have this failing like Jason Kidd.
Do I have to defend the white head coaches here? Well, I always got to defend white NBA coaches.
Yes, you do.
All right.
You don't have to. You don't have to do it for like Willie Green or any of the other black head coaches.
You just made up a name called Willie Green. There's no person named Willie Green. Made it up.
Willie Green is the head coach of the Pelicans.
He is. Okay, all right.
It is one of the blackest names you ever heard. Too. Willie Green sounds like he had like a 70s pimp movie made after him. I'm like, dog.
Yeah, he was a solid player.
Hey, don't mess with it. Don't mess with her. That's one of Willie Green's hoes. But the Brooklyn Nets, man, once again in turmoil.
Hold up, before you go, did you watch any of the Saturday Night Live stuff with David Chappelle?
No, it'll come across my timeline soon.
No, he did like a 10-minute stand-up this Saturday, and he was on some of the skits, and he had a skit where, like, the House of the Dragons.
Okay.
So one of the House of Dragons are like, oh, they had a scene. It's like, we're inviting these people, and like the black guy comes. He's like, yeah, this is my cousins from far north, and they had like Dave Chappelle dressed up as a pimp. He's like, this is a pimp. He's like, pimp of Westeros over here. Like, so it was funny.
Pimp of Westeros. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess the most the pimp in Game of Thrones was Littlefinger. And I always thought that.
He was the actual pimp, like real by trade. He was the pimp.
Yeah, like
because he was in charge of that whorehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he was like teaching hoes how to be hoes, and I always thought that was a euphemism. Speaking of smut, I always thought him, the guy being named Littlefinger, being the owner of the brothel, I always thought was like to be funny.
He wasn't gay, right? Was he also
no
gay?
He loves
but he was straight hetero. He wasn't homo, he was hetero.
I feel like they didn't cut out anything gay.
But did they have a scene where he was giving it to any female?
He had scenes where he was making out with Sansa, and then also trying to,
but not piping anybody though, right?
No, I mean, I assume the idea is that,
hey, if I was playing that actor, I'd be like, yo, everybody in this show has got to pipe on screen. I need to be able to pipe on screen. That's what I've been here for 7 damn seasons. I've been here forever. I need to pipe on screen. I'm Littlefinger, motherfucker.
Okay, I mean, shit. The Hound, I never saw him get any pussy. That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, but he wasn't running brothels. Come on, dog. Oh, you're saying it was fucked up. You're saying it's kind of fucked up. He
didn't get no pussy. Even his burnt up dead brother got some pussy.
Really?
Don't you remember that?
No, yeah. When did he get?
All right, so I hate this. Has nothing to do with basketball at all. But you remember this? All right, you remember the scene when
I didn't watch half of the show.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well, yeah, Cersei had gotten like arrested for something, and then the person that was like torturing her, after she finally got out, she took that person captive, and then she's like, I'm not gonna do anything to you at all, but he is. And like, remember, basically whoever the Mountain is in the show,
yeah,
like after he became like a crazy zombie undead murdering creature, he like made him rape the nun for like until she was dead. I mean, they didn't make us watch it.
Oh, I didn't. So he got some. So that's you're talking about you're talking about like that, like the fucking zombie thing.
Even the zombie thing got some pussy, but his brother didn't. His brother who was helping.
Which one is the Hound? The brother or
the one in the Hound was the one who was walking around with Arya for like 5 seasons. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, that's the Hound. Okay, so he didn't get any pussy.
Yes, the entire show. He saved
his
Sansa.
brother. Oh, damn, you're right. His brother was a fucking maniac and he got pussy. Damn, you're right. Yeah.
I felt bad. Everybody got pussy in that show except for Littlefinger, Varys, who has no dick.
That's no dick, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I was like, shit, even the dude that had no at the end, who was one of the Unsullied, he didn't even have no dick and he was getting bitches.
Oh, yeah, he did. I wonder, dog, hey, isn't that one of the worst things, bro? Like, get your dick cut off. Like, damn, bro. Back in the day, that's one thing. I'm like, back in the day, every fucking TV show, Spartacus, all these things, like, damn, there's no coming back from getting your dick cut off. Like, your leg cut off, you can find a way to walk. Arm cut off, you can find a way to feed yourself.
Wow.
Your head cut off, you can still.
Are you sitting here? Are you sitting here? Are you sitting here just spouting this horrible, disgusting, transphobic rhetoric?
But this is
what are you saying? You're saying if a guy were to lose his penis, they wouldn't be less of a.
Like, what happens?
I mean, you go to Bruce Jenner's house.
You transition immediately. I can't get piped down from dick. I don't know.
Hey, you know what? Look, I would ask lesbians how much they enjoy using dildos. I try that first.
Oh, damn!
I use the strap on. You know how many lesbians I know that have strap on? I have a lesbian friend, guys.
But having a guy use a strap on is weak, though.
No, it's weak trying to be penetrated by somebody who has no dick. So I don't know who to blame this on. I mean, you blame this on the girl that's taking the.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That's rough. Okay. All right. Let's be on this much subject. All right. What are you thinking? Let's do this.
I got on you for trans shit, and then I made the most horrible, horrible statement about lesbians.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
In just general. Okay. How many number of limbs are you willing to lose before you lose your dick? Are you willing to lose your arm and a leg? 2 arms and a leg? Are you willing to lose all 4? Both arms, both legs, just to preserve your dick?
No, I need at least 1 arm to touch it.
Hey, that's a great point.
I mean, because I don't know how many other women I'm gonna get to touch it. I don't got no fucking limbs.
You're right. You got.
I definitely need.
So your scenario, your ratio is 3.
My ratio is 3. I'll lose both legs, and I guess I don't know.
1 arm. You wouldn't get 1 arm.
I gotta choose what arm because I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. I choose the right. I guess right, I'm going. I got down to the arm. I'm using the right arm.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Oh shit.
Continue on. What?
I guess
arms, no legs. We'll talk about the Detroit Pistons next.
No. Well, I mean, okay, yeah. You were bringing up the Jazz, so I was just circling back to the West Coast. The Jazz, man, they have the best record in the West right now. I'm gonna. Are you doing Jazz hands?
Nope. I have never left. I've always been a Jazz fan. The long lost Jazz fan.
Shut the fuck up.
I've been on the Jazz since the 19 before you were born. I've been on the Jazz dick. Come on, son.
Oh my goodness, dog. I used to like the Jazz more than you did.
Utah Jazz are back. They got a different squad. And listen, they're not going to tank, bro. It's too late. They can't tank. It's almost impossible for them to tank now. They're gonna make the playoffs. They can't lose. They're gonna make the play-in at the very worst.
Yeah, you can say that. I mean, they started off this way, but they can easily lose 10 games too.
I don't know. If they don't have any injuries, and they can even become better with their draft picks.
I would ask you who
has the Lakers draft? Don't they have the Lakers draft pick this season?
I'm sure they have I'm sure they have half of Cleveland's draft, don't they?
Let's see, Lakers.
They had to get a whole bunch. Look, I know they got a shit ton from the Timberwolves for Rudy, and then they got a whole bunch for Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
It's like, why even take? You could probably I mean, I guess you really want to get a Wimboe.
Yeah, Wimboe.
I
want to see the Lakers.
All you got to do, you find the Lakers, you go to last place, and then you look there.
Okay, Lakers Nation. Here we go. Upcoming first and second round draft picks. Lakers future draft pick. 2023 NBA draft, first round. Pelicans have the right to swap picks. Oh shit. So if the Lakers get
with AD, if they get a top 5 pick, yeah.
So theoretically, somehow the Lakers get the number 1 pick somehow, which is a theoretical chance. That means Victor Wembanyama is going to be playing with Zion. That's going to be fucking wild.
It'd be beautiful.
That'd be crazy.
What I'm saying. Yeah, it'd be great, and it'll be. I mean, everything will be great except for the fact that the Pelicans is a terrible name. And and like them winning just gonna be like, go Pelicans, yeah. What the Pelicans like, fish in their mouth. Anyway, it's just early in the season, man. Like it's still early. Like the Wizards, I don't expect them. You expect them to stay in 5th place? No. Do you expect the Jazz to stay in 1st place?
Yes.
No, you don't. You don't.
The Wizards, yes. I have faith in the Wizards.
You know why? Because right now, your real team, the Spurs, are in 10th place. But the Warriors and the Timberwolves, like I said, they're in 12th and 13th place with 5 wins apiece right now. So you willing to bet that the Warriors and the Timberwolves are going to miss the playoffs? I'll take action on that right now. What do you think?
I don't think the Warriors are. Yeah, you're right. But I mean, you're right. It's the start of the season, even though, I mean, now we're 15 games in, right? We're about 20% of the way through, kind of. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, we're going to be interested.
I think the Jazz might be
it's just too early. Yeah, the Jazz might end up making it, probably at the very least play in. But, like, we'll look at the top 8 teams right now. It's the Jazz, the Grizzlies, Trailblazers, Suns, Nuggets, Mavericks, Pelicans, Clippers. Now, I don't think the Suns, the Nuggets, and the Mavericks are gonna be out of there. The Trailblazers and the Jazz are the ones that don't seem like they're gonna be. They can't stay number 1 and 3. I mean, one of them might stay top 14, but I just don't see that by the end of the season. So by the end of the season, it'll be the Warriors and the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves are really the Timberwolves are really disappointing. Like, is there injuries on there or something? Because I mean, D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert. Like, if I'm playing with them on NBA 2K, I can.
John,
play as
how long have you watched basketball? You need to have fucking chemistry. Basketball is about chemistry and matchups. They don't have any chemistry.
You're right, but we could have been talking, like, if we were doing this podcast last year, we would have been at this exact same point with, like, I don't know about the Celtics chemistry, man. They started out bad. I don't know.
That's a good point.
then like at this point last year, the Celtics were nobody like they're done, dog. The new coach, I don't know what they're doing. And then they're in the NBA
Yeah,
finals.
I hear what you're saying, but I just feel like this is a younger team. Maybe it's not as much of a leadership as well. So it's gonna be tough. They have to go on a run. They're gonna have to. Well, they won today, so that's good.
No, I put them in that same ish category. Like they're not so much young, like the Celtics were a young team. They're still technically young to me. All of their best players are still in 30. Like Tatum and Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart maybe over 30. I don't know. But like they're a young team, the Celtics. They just have been playing together for a long time. And I honestly thought like Anthony Edwards was going to be given a much larger role, bigger role. Now that
I'm a little disappointed. I was big up on Anthony Edwards even last season.
So I just think they'll be my team out of the West. I think the Warriors.
Maybe they got to trade Rudy Gobert. Maybe they got to trade Rudy.
I mean, they just got him. I feel like they need to figure out how to.
But yeah,
they just traded away everything to get Gobert, which I don't get it because they lost. Because I was looking at it, I was like, why would they do that? Because they lost to the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies basically have nobody big. Like Rudy Gobert is pointless in certain like that's why he can't be considered like a superstar or all-star. I don't even think he should be in the NBA All-Star games. Like he can't be used in certain series in playoffs. Basically, if he's one of your best players and he can you have to put him on the bench for the whole fourth quarter. Then I mean, it can't be considered a superstar. Just like as we glossed over with the Nets, like Ben Simmons still sussing it up. And the other big thing in NBA news, how much do you know about this Kyrie Irving situation?
I mean, he's kind of now. There's been a backlash now because people are like, oh, he's being told to do too much. But it looks like he's going to be playing soon, right? That's all I know. He's going to be playing kind of soon. That's all I know.
I assume he will be because it's really kind of bullshit. Like, first off, like the way I hate how things change. And most people are kind of like me, where they're just too lazy to go. They just, I read it, and this is what the story is. From like outside looking in, from what it looked like was Kyrie funded and created a movie that was talking, that was called from, that was controversial about that. I didn't even know the title. Then I looked into it and I say, okay, it's from Hebrews to Negroes. I'm like, oh, I get it. This is the same shit that the people with the bean pies in New York have been talking to people about for 50 years. It's the same thing that they're preaching. They just made a movie, and Kyrie likes that. The Black Israelite thing or that idea is fucking old as hell. So he just likes it. I'm like, to me, this makes him look less crazy, like, to me, than his whole backing up the flat earth theory. Like, he's a flat earther. And I'm like, all right, he's weird. I mean, he has enough weird things, but the fact that he tweeted about a movie that's on Amazon, and that movie's still up on Amazon. You can buy or rent it right now. And then he's being seen like he's the bad person. So the people who created it and they're taking money off it. What's even crazier is that, you know what? There's another.
What does it say? Come on, man. What does it fucking say? What does it say? From Hebrew. What does it mean by Hebrew to Negro? What does that mean?
Hebrews to Negroes.
Hebrew to Negro?
Niggers. From Hebrew. Oh my God. I feel like you're messing with me now.
No, I'm sorry, say it.
Have you ever heard of the Negro Leagues?
Okay.
The Negro, like the word Negro. Like the
Negro. Okay. So Hebrew to Negro.
From Hebrew to Negroes, yes.
Okay.
So saying that we started as Jews and now we're black people. That's the
Okay.
idea. The black Israelites. It's an old thing. It's
So how many Negroes got out of Israel?
I don't know. They're pretty fast, though, I assume. As far as they can.
Why you gotta go there, man? So you're saying black Hebrews were fast? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the ones that got away were the black ones. They were the ones quick enough. The white Hebrews got caught.
Oh,
the black Hebrews are running across the desert. It was running across the desert, hopping over camels and all types of shit.
I gotta change my name money on YouTube Live. I can't be coming here as Patball J.
Patball J, dog. Right it in. I know the only one.
Here you go. I'm gonna rename this. They're gonna cancel me for sure.
I know. Might as well write your whole last name too.
But see, I don't know. I can change it right here. I'm gonna say Hebrew J.
You're Hebrew J now. Oh gosh.
You know what?
No, I mean, but yeah, you've heard the other things like they say, you've heard people say Jesus is black. I'm like, okay. I mean, there's that. I was like, and there's evidence to say that behind that. And, Jesus actually had dark skin, wool hair.
No one know me as Jay.
You're Jay.
I got all the Negro jokes now. Let's go. Go ahead.
All right, Jay. Call you BJ for blood. Yeah. That's right, baby. It's the Smut Boys. Yeah. It's the Smut. I'm just saying, I just don't think it's part of their losing streak. It's part of getting a new coach. Part of that Ben Simmons hadn't played basketball in 2 years.
I think he's done. That's tough. Man, I've never seen a player just disappear. I saw him playing against the Mavericks. He's done. Yeah, I mean, let's look at the game they played recently, right? I mean, he's officially a bad NBA player. Officially.
Yeah, and he was ruined by Doc Rivers.
Was he ruined?
He was ruined by Doc Rivers for sure. Absolutely.
Okay, so the Nets, their last game against the Clippers, which they won. Ben Simmons played 14 minutes, 2 points, 5 rebounds. He doesn't even start anymore. I don't know if he's gonna start.
I mean, I think he needs to play himself back. Like, he was never a great scorer. He just needs to get back to, getting used to playing like his strengths and everything. But that also comes with why I thought they needed to get rid of Steve Nash and why they needed to, I didn't know if they needed a hero, but they needed a Negro. And if they get a Negro in there, which they have.
So what is your situation for the whole Kyrie? You think he's come back and become a martyr? Are you saying he's like people are saying he's?
No, he should just play. Because before I think maybe he just be smart enough. Can't you just be smart enough to just play, and then when you're done with your career, you can do all that. Like, it's not like the second you're done, like you have zero platform. I don't know, or maybe start doing that towards the end of your career. You don't need to be in the prime, like possibly robbing yourself of $100 million. When the same problems he's fighting against, I get it. These problems exist now, and they're probably affecting him right now. But I guarantee those problems will still exist in 5 years from now when he's on one of his last contracts, and they existed 10 years and 20. Most of these problems existed before his birth, and now he's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna ruin my life now." Like, So maybe get all your money and then fight afterwards, because like Kanye West knows, sometimes even money won't help you want to fight.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I was looking at Kevin Durant's career stats. I mean, freaking crazy, his consistency over the years. He's having another monster season. We were looking at the Nets. We were saying like how good Kevin Durant is playing. He's having one of his better seasons in the league, right? He's averaging 30, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, not missing any free throws. His 3-point percentage is not as high, but I mean, he's playing well. So come on, Kyrie, let's come back there. We need Kyrie the Negro to come back from the Hebrew and play basketball.
I don't care if he comes back. You know what? Maybe that might be his way out of this. If Kyrie comes in like his first game, he has like a yarmulke. It's like, I've converted. Hey, Whoopi Goldberg converted. I know Lenny Kravitz. Well, he was already. There are a couple of people that have converted to Judaism, and I think that might be.
Judaism is the oldest religion. Is it one of the oldest religions in the world?
I mean, it's the oldest of the main religions. I mean, Zoroastrianism is probably the oldest one. And
so Judaism was founded in the first century CE.
Yeah, and even before then, like, I mean, most of the other things like the Greek mythology or Norse mythology or all those other religions, they had sacrificial other stuff like that. I think Judaism is the first one that's given as like a civilized religion, I guess.
Damn, that's fucked up. Why you gotta say civilized like that?
I mean, because it doesn't involve like human sacrifice well, actually, there's a lot of weird stuff in all of them. But I mean, the other ones just seemed a little more barbaric. And this one was more like, we have stories.
I thought you watched it. I thought you watched Kyrie's documentary, man. What do you call him barbaric? This Negro here did not. He's been. Right here, he's part of the system right here. You see this? He's calling his people barbaric.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
I'm not calling my people barbaric.
Hey,
I was saying
Sorry, go ahead, John. Go ahead.
I was not calling my people barbaric. I was just saying that
my people.
I would say that the Mayan religion that would make sure that you would capture they taught their people how to fight and not kill their opponents so they can capture them, so they can do large blood sacrifices.
Okay. So
I just feel like that's a religion that predates Judaism and the Torah, but I wouldn't tell people to start getting back into that, like pulling people's hearts out, like Kalima. Like,
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
those are real like religions. Like that's how people were like, oh, we believe that if we sacrifice these child's brains to the raven, we'll have good harvest.
Yeah. Like, well, speaking of sacrifice, Dr. Umar Johnson. I think he's like a kind of a famous psychologist.
Oh, my idol.
Did you see that video? Like, I don't know. I don't really know him like that. He's not in the circle. I saw a random video on YouTube, and I was like, this can't be real. And it was like,
talking about white girls.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he was talking about. Well, he was talking about all of these like sports casters and how they're like, it's kind of fucked up how they're going at Kyrie. So he had like this little whip. He was like, Stephen A. Smith, 100 whips for you. Whip. He'd be like black. He'd be like Shannon Sharp, 1,000 whips for you. I was like, what in the world? It was crazy.
I mean, I guess it's best for them to not run into Dr. Umar Johnson because he will give them lashings.
Is that a thing he does? The little lash thing? Is that what he does?
I mean, his thing is to basically call out every black person that he doesn't deem is doing enough for the Black community, which is, I guess, everybody.
Yeah, he's a clinical, he's like a psychologist, right? He's like a fucking like.
Yeah, and what he like studies is deep-seated, psychological issues for Black people, like just
like me,
trauma-based and other things. Like, yeah, this, had to go through, a life of people always think they're gonna steal, or being good at basketball, having huge dicks, the plight that Black people have to go through, and what he hates that a lot of white guys, a lot of Black guys have to are doing with their spare times is nothing that Dr. Umar Johnson hates more than a Black man in his large unit being used on a blonde white girl.
Why?
I don't know. Which is ironic because that's what I put in my porn searches a lot of times. But he is completely
a lot of interracial. Okay, got it.
He is completely against it. This is whole. You gotta watch that video.
That's why he said he's like Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp, for you, 1,000 lashes. He's like Shannon Sharp, because like I guess Shannon Sharp is he's straight snow bunny.
And he seems like it, but he needs to. He's as dark as the fucking street. He's as dark as night is itself. So, hopefully his kids will be a color people can see at night. But yeah, him and I assume Stephen A. Smith and whatever. But I'm saying that's his stick.
Charles Barkley.
That's his stick, basically. Michael Jordan. I'm sure he hates Michael Jordan.
Every successful Black man probably has piped some white females. So.
I would have to say
that's the sweet of the nectar. White of the berries. we got what we got. Black of the berry, sweet of the nectar. We gotta do.
He really hates Tiger Woods. I know that Tiger Woods will not sleep with a Black woman. Like his.
Yeah, he slept with every single race possible known to man.
He will not fuck a Black chick.
Yeah, mixed, Hispanic, Chinese, any Swedish, any
he refuses, dog.
Not even Dominican Republic Black Tiger Woods. Come on, dog. Come on.
He refuses to stroke his club in any anybody that's darker than the paper bag. He's darker than paper bag.
He's dating. He picks up a paper bag. He's like, nah, I can't do it. Hey, boss, I got this bad girl, dog. Play golf. Come on, boss. Can she fly with you? Let me take a look. Nah, come on, paper bag test.
Oh yeah, man, look at that.
So you're the darkest that goes for Tiger Woods.
I don't know. I might be too dark. I don't know. You know who else is too dark? Italian girls with spray on tan. You can't fuck them either. They're too dark. They're like orange, like Donald Trump. But anyway, Dr. Umar Johnson, his shtick is basically that he prefers segregation. He's new Malcolm X. He's like, I don't think Black men should date outside their race at all, and I don't mind if all the other races do that same thing. He said, and then he goes into some philosophical reasons why they should do that. I'm like, look, man, we only been here for like 10,000 years. Eventually, now that we're all close to each other, we're all gonna fuck each other, and we're all gonna be the same goddamn color. Eventually, everybody's gonna be like khaki. Everybody's gonna look like Bruno Mars in the goddamn future. But
Black Panther out.
Oh,
I represent the Black Panther Party.
Is that what that was? I didn't know what you were doing. I didn't know what. Did you have your fist up? Because all I saw was your head. I saw okay, your fist was way above the screen. Okay, there you go.
Black Panther for life. The new Black Panther Party.
Huh? What was that? My fault. My bad.
That's,
Wrong.
hey, oh.
Wrong
See,
salute.
the incident. This is why if we ever become famous, all it takes is a screenshot, John. You're a rat. You're done. It's a donezo. John Hardy practicing Nazi right here. Picture.
Well, I know when I ever become famous, I would have done it by utilizing this not giving a fuck attitude.
Yeah, right. It'll come back with a comedian.
That's what I'm saying. The comedian aspect, you have to start like who you are, and people will accept you. You can't be like, I'm clean, and then fuck up because you're like, like Ellen. Ellen is for years showing people like, I'm like this, I'm happy, and it was like, then you find out it's all a ruse, and she's actually angry and an asshole.
I know. That's a great, like, how you be dancing? You running in, you're dancing, and like now, like if I start the dancing, like, get your black hair, why are you dancing? You fucking what the hell? Like, I agree.
Yeah.
That is a tough one for Ellen.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you're not if you start off being like she's making a lot of money like that or whatever. But
Philly.
Yeah, that's why like you can
okay, we'll end on this one, basketball. Because I see Steph Curry.
I forgot we're talking about basketball.
Do you think Steph Curry is gonna bring the Warriors back? You think he's gonna have a monster season? Because he needs to have an MVP caliber season for them to get a good seeding. So do you think he's gonna have an MVP caliber? He's already like starting to heat up. So what do you think?
Well, they're in 13th place, so what's heating up?
They won the last 2 or 3 games in a row, I believe. So
I know, but you're saying it's all over. The goddamn the Utah Jazz are the best in the West. That's what you told me, bro.
3.3 good season. He's shooting 30. He shot bad last season. He shot 38% last season. That's crazy. Now
I don't think he can win. I think it's very outside of injury. I think it's going to be a runaway Giannis MVP.
Runaway.
It'll be a runaway Giannis MVP year.
I don't know about that though.
I don't know. Let's check out.
It'll be Luka Magic.
It might be the first. It might be the first year. That might be Luka's first year. That would be a good one. Hey, if Joker had 2 in a row, and fucking Russell Westbrook has one, fucking Luka Doncic deserves an MVP. So everybody deserves an MVP except Chris Paul.
Except Chris Paul.
Yeah, I just like because he's been the MVP. Like if you're talking about who's the most to his teams for more than 75% of his career, he's been the most valuable player to his team by a wide margin. That's how I guess you could say LeBron, but like literally could put Chris Paul. Like you put Chris Paul on the Rockets with fucking James Harden, and they almost beat. Almost beat the Warriors.
They should because he got injured. You're right. They had a great.
Yeah. If Chris Paul didn't get injured, they would have beat the Warriors. That's how crazy. I'm like, damn. Like Chris Paul's always like the way he changed the team. The Suns went from missing the play-in to the #1 team in the league with Chris Paul. He's like never won MVP. But for his team, he's by far the most valuable player. Like he's the most valuable player on, all the teams. But I think he'll be a great coach eventually, when it's all said and done. He's already a part of the NBA Players Association. So you were saying about who would you say are your top 5 MVP candidates right now?
These nuts, Dylan, and Luka. Let's go.
This is Dylan.
Mm-hmm. I got 1 Hebrew, 1 Negro, 1 Dylan, 1 Luka, and 1 Giannis.
Okay. 1 Hebrew, 1 Negro.
All right, let me stop.
That'll be.
I'm gonna say Giannis, Luka. I'm gonna probably put Tatum's probably up there. I'll put Steph up there just because it's early in the season, the 5 and 7. Yeah, I would say those are the four main ones.
You said. So I'll say, yeah, Tatum, Luka, Giannis, Steph, and
that's what I said.
Yeah, I was like, who's the fifth? I said who's the fifth.
Fifth would be someone from maybe Job. Maybe you can put Job there. Kevin Durant, Job Morant, those guys.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like we're missing somebody else. I feel like we're missing
Embiid. I mean, you can say Embiid, but
he's still out. He's
Jokic is not going to get a third, even though he's having a monster season.
You know what? That's probably it. He'll be in the top five. They can't give him his third, but unless they're
the clear number one seed.
And they become the clear number one seed. Yeah. Like if they're the number one seed and they're like, I hate that they don't give them. Like, I'm kind of glad that they've changed it to now they give a most valuable. They give an MVP. I think it's going to be a big award going forward. The new Kobe Bryant Award thing that they added.
What is that?
I don't think you see it. You didn't even notice that.
No. What is it? What is that? Most improved?
No. Why would Kobe Bryant be a most improved award?
Straight anal award?
Yeah. There's a rocky road he went down in Colorado.
Rest in peace, Kobe. Kobe Bryant Award. Let's see.
No, it's NBA, for the MVP.
It's the MVP All-Star game.
No, I'm sorry. My bad. I might have got it wrong then. I must have got it wrong. There's another award that just came out like 2 years ago. I thought they were naming it after Kobe. I guess
it's not the NBA All-Star MVP. That's separate from.
No, okay, that sounds right. I just think I was having a brain fart. But that is new too. The Kobe Bryant Award is also recent.
Yeah, that's new. That's
no, but there's also the same year they added another award for playoff MVP. Basically,
are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure they had added an award for like not just the finals, but like playoff one. But I may be smoking too much marijuana.
Okay, here you go. The most valuable player.
I guess it'll just be called the Finals MVP. But I could have.
Yeah, I don't think there's another redesigned NBA Finals trophy announces new. Here we go. Announces new. What is this? Oh, new Conference Finals MVP awards. That's what you're talking about.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
Conference Finals. So okay. Basically it's the Conference Finals MVP and the NBA.
So like you get an MVP for the West or the East. Like we're the
it's just another Conference Finals shit. That's all it is.
Okay, because I remember I don't know. I was like, I know Jason Tatum got it last year. That's all I remember. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And they added like something for like the playoffs. Like, all right, you can get all that shit during the season, but like this really, really matters. We're the best player in your like before the finals, That was the finals MVP. There's a conference one. So I think it just culmination of all that shit. So you get a little annoyed when somebody wins the MVP and then their fucking team gets knocked out in the first round.
That's true.
That's not.
Yeah, it's a conference on MVP. With that said, Johnny, we'll catch up next week.
All right.
NBA final. NBA.
We'll try to be better at this as far as I'm going to get us an intro and this other thing. But at the beginning, I should tell people to rate, review, subscribe, share.
Smart Podcast Network.
I don't know. I mean, I think I might change it to the like Smut Network. And then...
Smut Network, SN. Okay.
Yes.
SSN, Smart Sports Network.
Or Super Slut Network, SSN.
Oh.
No, I was gonna say Super Slut. Super Slick Wetback Smut Negro Hebrew Cast.
That's HSN. Hebrew Smut Negro Network, HSN Network.
It was like, yeah, it's the smut and the Hebes and the I don't know. I think that was the first time I said that during this.
You said the word
The
Hebes.
Hebes. Hey, it's just a shortening of Hebrews.
Yeah, exactly.
The Hebes.
Uh,
Man, one of my favorite grocery stores in America. Go Hebe. I don't know if you've ever been to Hebe, but yes, rate, review, subscribe. We're silly. We try to stay on point and talk about sports, but this is all basketball, all NBA. You'll get lucky if we talk about March Madness when it comes around. But till next week, y'all. Subscribe. Like I said, leave us questions, talk shit, do something, interact. All right, let me stop this damn thing.